So if you guys are anything like me, you're probably spending a lot of your free time on the weekends in your garage working on your car, whether it be fixing it, upgrading it, you name it, or you might just be spending your free time in the garage indulging in your other hobbies. If you're also like me, you might be spending your weekends in the outdoorsy environment, going camping, going hiking, doing a lot of things in low light situations. So today I just want to make a quick video to share with you guys and talk about a really cool product that a company sent me to review and do a quick little video on. And I will say the company sent me this product for free, but they are not in any way, shape, or form paying me to make this video. So what I have to say in this video and my review is completely 100% honest and based on my experience using it so far, mostly in the garage here working on the car, but also around the house doing things when it's nighttime and stuff like that. So the applications for this project apply so much to the content that I do on this channel here. I thought it was suitable and appropriate to do a quick little video on to share with my audience on YouTube. So by now you guys probably already know what it is because of the title of the video, but if not, I will share with you guys. So basically what I want to talk about today is kind of a new style, a new generation of headlamp, something that you can wear and provide light in a low light situation while still giving you the use of both of your hands. You're not having to hold a flashlight there or have your son or daughter or friend or whoever stand there and hold a flashlight for you. So in my experience as a car enthusiast and also an outdoorsy person going hiking, camping, fishing, you name it, I'd say one of the most important pieces of equipment to have in your go bag, your toolbox, tackle box, your car, glove box, is really a headlamp. The ability to maintain the use of both of your hands while also providing light to whatever it is that you're working on is just such a critical thing to have. Not only for safety, but also just for ergonomics so that you can maintain the use of both of your hands, whether it be you're tying up a fishing knot on your fishing pole, you're pulling the wheel off your car to fix a flat tire on the side of the road, you name it. So in my years of being an outdoorsy person and a DIYer, essentially, I've owned several different styles of headlamps, and some being from the good old Harbor Freight, some being from Home Depot, etc., etc. And I've really loved all the headlamps that I've had so far, but the one that the company Odelfi sent me really changed the game with what I'm looking for in a headlamp. Now there's two major cons to most of the headlamps that I've owned and used thus far. One being that a lot of them are kind of clunky. You either have this big battery pack hanging off the back, and then the other being that you have kind of the lamp parts sticking off the front of the headlamp. So this is on your forehead, and then this sticks out another 2 inches or so. So if you're in a tight situation, i.e. working under a car, sometimes this can get a little annoying, especially if you've got to angle the light a certain way. And that kind of brings me to my next point, is a lot of headlamps, they only have a beam of light, and this one's a little better because you can adjust the focal length to either make it more of a beam or a widespread angle, but it's not nearly as good as the one I kind of want to talk to you guys about today. So that's the other thing, is with this headlamp that I'm going to be talking about, you have the option to do a beam of light if you want to focus on one area, or if you just want kind of a floodlight style headlamp. That's where the Odelfi Strip Lamp Pro really comes in handy. Now, part of me feels weird making this video. I'm not one to do sponsored stuff like that, or at least I haven't done a ton of that, but like I already said, I'm just making this review from an honest user standpoint, just because they sent me this product, asked me to try it out and do a video review and provide my honest feedback. And really my honest feedback is that this is a really cool headlamp to use. So before I dove into the actual product, I wanted to set a foundation and kind of a baseline for what most headlamps out on the market address and cover, and how the Odelfi Strip Lamp Pro really addresses those drawbacks and cons with some of the features that it offers. So let's go ahead and dive into the product. So first and foremost, you can see this thing is very low profile. It's essentially like a headband, and the only really clunky part, if you can say clunky part, is the side here, which houses your beam light, and the main battery and kind of control board. Other than that, this thing is very low profile, it's very lightweight, and it's made out of some nice material too. It feels like a nice quality headband that you'd wear. And on the front here, that is on your forehead, it's got some nice kind of textured rubber surface, so it kind of grips, so it's not going to slide down. Obviously, also after you tension it to your head width and everything. So let's go ahead and start with the main feature of the Strip Lamp Pro, and that is indeed the strip lamp. It is basically a strip LED light on the very front of the headlamp. So you put it on here, and this is designed to be on the front of the headlamp here. So this provides really nice like ambient floodlight to your work area or to your activity area, the direction you're walking on your hike, you know, you name it. So this strip light here is really bright. It's got 2 different brightness settings, and it provides a lot of really good kind of just general light to the area instead of like a beam of light. So I found it to be really useful like when working on a car, because sometimes you don't just want like your beam of light, you want just to light up the whole area. So that's really helpful. And not to mention, it's kind of cool when you're wearing it. It looks like, you know, you're in like the future, like Tron or something, you know. So it's kind of a cool thing to wear. But so the strip lamp here, the strip LED on the very front of the headlamp, that's your main feature of the Strip Lamp Pro. So not only with this device do you get the kind of strip lamp floodlight style LED strip light, you get also an LED beam light as well. So that beam light is on the side of the headlamp on kind of the main battery area and control area. So that's a really nice thing to also have. So you basically get kind of 2 style headlamps in one to provide a beam of light that's really focused in one area. So that could be really important. Let's say like you're out on a hike and you hear some bushes rustling way off in the distance. You want to make sure there's not a bear or a mountain lion, so you can turn on the beam light there, and that provides a nice directional light that really lights up the area that you're pointed at. This light also has 2 different brightness settings that is great for providing really directed light in that direction you're walking or working on. So those are your 2 actual lights on the Odelfi Strip Lamp Pro. So you have your strip LED light that provides, like I said, really nice ambient kind of floodlight style lighting, and then you have your beam light on the side of the headlamp that's housed on the main battery and control box here, great for providing like a spotlight style lighting to whatever you're working on or where you're hiking and whatnot. So 2 really great combos there to use with the Strip Lamp Pro. So let's move on to the next thing. So that's the next thing is how do these lights get their power? So in most headlamps, you've got, you know, to use either AAA or AA batteries, which can be a pain sometimes, you know, having to store batteries or worry about the battery running low, and then let's say there's no hardware store nearby and you don't have any more AA or AAA batteries to put in, you're kind of got the short end of the stick there. Well, with this thing, it's really nice. It's a rechargeable battery system. It recharges using USB-C to a standard USB plug, so you can either use it with, you know, a standard smartphone kind of block that plugs into a wall. Great way to charge it. That's how I was charging this thing before I made the video, just with one of my smartphone chargers. Or the other really cool thing that I think is a really cool selling point is that most new cars nowadays, or even if you have an adapter for a cigarette lighter, you have a way to charge things in your car via USB. So all my new cars have a USB plug in the car, so you could just plug this thing right in and charge it up while you're on a road trip, you're camping, you know, etc., etc. So it's a great way to keep this thing charged. I'm definitely going to keep this one in my truck, and then probably one in the garage here while I'm working on things at home or on the car in the garage. So talking about the 2 different lights that you have on the strip lamp and the battery of this thing, let's kind of quickly talk about the battery life. So according to the box here, if you run the strip lamp at 100% brightness, the brighter of the 2 settings, which gives you 350 lumens of light, that gives you 2.5 hours of runtime, which is pretty dang good. If you run your strip lamp at what's called 40% capacity, or the slightly dimmer setting, that gives you 150 lumens, and that gives you 5 hours of battery time, so it doubles your battery time there. And then if you use the side kind of spotlight here at its brightest setting, that gives 150 lumens and 4 hours of battery time. Or if you run it at the slightly dimmer setting, that gives you 60 lumens and 8 hours of battery time. So in all settings, I think that's a pretty decent amount of time to run either at the full brightness or slightly dim setting. So, you know, if you're working on a car, 2.5 hours is a decent amount of time for the full brightness setting of the strip lamp, and then that goes all the way up from there, from, you know, 5 hours to 8 hours. So it's a really great, you know, battery capacity for this thing that will allow you to work consistently for a long period of time while you're either on your activity, hike, camping, or working on the car. So the last really cool feature that I'm going to talk about for this Strip Lamp Pro, and again, I want to keep this video pretty short and concise because it's just a quick little product review. But it's got the feature of a motion detected on-off button. So you have your standard on-off button that you run here. Wow, I'm blowing out the camera here. So you can see that's the brightest setting. Then you got your dimmer setting here. Then you've got your spotlight here at the brightest setting. Then you got it at the dimmer setting there. And then so if you run this with the strip lamp on, there's another button next to the power button that is a motion activated kind of on-off switch for either of the two styles of lights. And the one thing I will put a disclaimer at right now is if you're in an area that's already pretty well lit, the kind of wave on-off feature doesn't work as well. But even in the garage here with the garage all lit up, it's actually working pretty well. So you can see, if you want to be even more hands-free and you don't want to get your little strip lamp all grimy from oil or dirt or whatever it is that you're doing, because there's been many situations that I've been in like that, you can quickly just go, you know, that's super cool. I think that's so awesome. I kind of got a kick out of it. It's like, you're like a little like ninja, like. So I think that's a really cool feature that the lamp also offers as well. So in addition to the motion activated kind of like on-off switch, like ninja on-off switch, it is an impact rated device, so that's really important. It doesn't go into too much detail on how well it's impact rated, but you know, if you're using this for outdoorsy activities, jogging, hiking, then you know there's a chance that you might drop it, or if you're working on your car, might, you know, drop it, roll on it, you know. So it's definitely good that it's like somewhat impact rated. It is IPX4 rated for water resistance, so that's really nice to see. You know, you're going to be either sweating or you might be outside while it's raining or drizzling, so it's got some water resistance to it. And then the last thing here is it's got about a 2.5 hour charge time to go from 0 to 100%, and then that gives you again all of the previously mentioned run times for the different brightness settings for the two different lamps. And then of course the headband itself is obviously adjustable to account for all different head shapes and sizes. So just checking now, so on Amazon at the time of making this video, this headlamp is on sale for $19.69. Normally it is $28.99. So it's a really good deal. You know, it's Amazon Prime, so quick delivery. Great to see that. And it's really also really well rated on Amazon. I always, you know, when I go look at buying something, I mean, I was just buying snorkeling gear the other day, and I was like searching through the reviews. You know, I look at reviews anytime I buy something now. And, you know, it's got 233 reviews total, and it's about 4.5 stars. So that's a really, you know, in my opinion, that's a good sign of a good product. So again, I just wanted to give my quick, honest opinion and experience while I reviewed this product here. You know, I'd say the big takeaways is that this strip lamp, being able to provide that floodlight style ambient lighting to the environment you're in, is a huge game changer with headlamps. And then also on top of that, you've got the standard kind of like spotlight style LED as well. So it's really cool to have both of those features. The whole wave on-off button is just kind of, it's not only functional, it's just fun. You know, it's also cool. You look cool while wearing this. And then so far, you know, I haven't obviously tested this long term because sometimes it's interesting to see how products hold up to the elements, to sweat, to dirt, you know, stuff like that over time, and to see how well the battery holds up over time. So I haven't been able to test that obviously yet, but it just seems like it's really well made. It's just nice quality materials. The rubber feels nice. It's a silicone, and then the headbands part of it too is elastic, and that also just feels like it's just made of really nice materials overall. So again, I want to just make this video real quick just to share with you guys this kind of cool little product just because of how applicable it is to the things that I do on this channel. I just made a video of working on my Corvette here, so in the future I'll be definitely using this thing, keeping this thing in the garage when I'm working on the car and I need a little extra light for visibility on certain things. So if you guys are looking for a new headlamp to stick in your toolbox, your go bag, your glove box of your car, for your hobbies and the activities you're involved in, or if you need it for work, definitely go check this product out. It's a really cool product. I've really liked using it so far. I'll keep you guys updated, maybe in the description or the comment section of this video, of how well this thing has held up over time, because that's where sometimes I feel some products falter is, you know, they're great when it's new, but after you've gotten it wet, dirty, you know, the battery's been cycled several times well through use, you know, that's the true test of it. So that's definitely where the true kind of product review of this will come into play. I'm just not at that point yet, but it's definitely so far a really cool product, and a kind of a game changer for headlamps, as I've already said. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions about the product or my experience with it, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer that for you. If I don't know the answer, I'll try and get that answer for you. So thanks again, guys. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe for more content to come. Be doing a lot more content on my Corvette coming up here, and my 3D printers as well. So thanks again, guys. Other than that, I will see you in the next one.